That mural's kind of freaking me out. It feels like you're watching me from every angle.
I am. But focus here. So when Samoa Joe gets you in the coquina clutch this time...
How do you know he'll get me in it?
It's a submission match, which means he'll be going for it early and often, so you have to be prepared. And what I was going to say before you interrupted me...
Sorry, won't happen again.
What I was going to say is your little trick you used against him 10 years ago when you rolled backwards to get the win isn't going to work this time. He'll be ready. And even if you pulled it off, it won't do any good because this is a submission match.
Rivalry submission match.
Right. So I'm Samoa Joe, and I'm going to put you in the coquina clutch. Try to escape.
Oh, I tap!
That was pathetic.
I know. How am I ever gonna beat Samoa Joe? I mean, once she cinches in that arm around my neck, it's all over. Goodbye, WWE Championship. Goodbye, Trachea. Goodbye, Earth. Hello, big ring in the sky. Hopefully.
Okay, stop. You're spiraling. It's not about his arm. It's about his legs.
Huh?
I studied hours of footage of Samoa Joe locking in the coquina clutch. You're welcome. And I discovered a hidden flaw that's going to allow you to counter it and beat him. Give me your phone. Voice password?
Trey and Peyton Royce forever?
Voice recognition volume too low. Please try again.
Trey and Peyton Royce forever. It's a joke. Please don't tell her.
Anyway, like I said, I watched a lot of tape on Samoa Joe, and I discovered this. Watch his ankles. See how he crosses them? He does it every time. That's your opening to beat him.
I don't get it.
Of course you don't. Let me show you. Put me in the coquina clutch and make sure you cross your ankles like Joe does.
What the heck was that?
The secret to not getting the life choked out of you and walking away with your WWE Championship.
Wow, this is weird to say with all our history, but I don't know what I'd be doing right now without your help.
I guess I've been in a charitable mood lately.
Well, seriously, thanks for teaching me this. So, I guess we're good to go now?
Are you kidding? You haven't actually learned how to do the counter yet. On your back, we're going to start with a hip motion. I'll film on your phone so you can watch it back later. It locked again.
Trey and Peyton Royce forever!
Welcome to the special 1500th episode of SmackDown Live. SmackDown Live has been the home of some amazing matches over the years, and tonight we continue that tradition with the long-awaited, much-anticipated battle between Trey and Samoa Joe. This submission match for the WWE Championship is 7 years in the making, going back to Trey's debut when he shocked the WWE Universe and Samoa Joe. But tonight on SmackDown 1500, will Joe finally get his revenge?
Hey, what are you doing?
Studying my training footage. I think I actually have a chance tonight thanks to Brooklyn.
Yeah, about her.
I don't want to get into it again. I need to focus on my match.
I actually wanted to apologize. I might have been acting a little crazy lately.
A little?
Okay, slightly more than a little. I called the animal shelter that Brooklyn said she donated the money to, and turns out she wasn't lying.
See? I told you she's changed.
I think I just got caught up with us competing against each other in the mixed match challenge. And then I felt like I was losing my best friend to pretty much the worst person I could imagine. But maybe she's not the worst person after all. There's probably some terrible dictators or criminals on death row who are slightly worse.
That's very big of you to say that. So you should be cool with the fact that Brooklyn is going to be in my corner tonight then, right? I need her out there to coach me through the technique she taught me.
Totally cool with that. Not bothered at all. Besides, I have a big announcement to focus on.
About what?
Well, I decided to get back to concentrating on the list, and there's one thing on there I always wanted to accomplish, but it never seemed possible. Especially when Brooklyn was GM, no offense to your new BFF. But since this is a very special episode of SmackDown Live, it's the perfect time to make it happen. Good luck tonight. Seriously.
Hey, you finally said it.
And I meant it. Tonight, we celebrate 1,500 episodes of SmackDown Live. On nights like this, we look back at the amazing superstars who helped us get here. For me, personally, when I was an awkward teenager, the thought that I could someday do this seemed like a total long shot. But I was inspired by women like Beth Phoenix, the Bellas, Natalia, and Mickie James. Around that time, I created this list of goals I'd someday want to accomplish if I ever made it to WWE. Well, I think I've more than made it. But there's one thing on this list that all those women I mentioned accomplished. But I never have, because it's kind of impossible now. But if I've learned anything on my journey, it's that nothing is truly unattainable. The goal I'm referring to is winning the title that I grew up watching. The WWE Divas Championship. Like I said, kind of hard to do considering it hasn't existed in almost 15 years. But I'm proposing that WWE bring the Divas Championship back so I can honor the women who blazed a path for me and prove that no dream is ever hopeless or unimaginable.
Wait, what? And you want me to tell her right now?
I'm sorry, but I was just told to inform you that the Divas Championship is already spoken for.
Already spoken for, it hasn't existed in over a decade. How is that even possible?
They said you would hear more in the very near future. That's all I know.
What just happened? I have no idea, but apparently someone in the back has other plans for the Divas Championship.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
I got work all on the table, yeah. My bros on payroll. Hey, tell them go to lay low, yeah. Just keep it fresco. I'm on a whole new level, so keep it muy sosiego. Ain't no long top, boy, they know I got that fuego, 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 fuego.
Big match here, guys, as the title will be on the line tonight. And the champ has looked dominant of late, but all it takes is one wrong move, and that title could be going home with somebody else.
I got that sauce at that fuego, yeah. Stay with that sauce like Alfredo, yeah. Blessings, they come when he say so. Hold up, I tell my haters I'm Mano, yeah. I put my homies on payroll, yeah. Placed at the top like a can't go. I throw the goose up to silence my enemies.
The most dangerous man in WWE today.
Samoa Joe was the first man to win the NXT Championship twice. He won the very first Dusty Classic in NXT, and I think we're in store for another first here tonight.
Multi-time NXT champion, multi-time United States champion, Samoa Joe is a big, bad dude.
Introducing the challenger from Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 282 pounds, Samoa Joe. And introducing the champion from New York, weighing in at 235 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, Troy.
The big gold belt up for grabs here tonight.
This match between Trey and Samoa Joe is finally happening tonight on SmackDown. 1,500 after nearly a decade of anticipation. I don't think Trey was anticipating this as much as Samoa Joe, especially considering it's a submission match, which definitely favors Joe in his coquina clutch.
Now let's not ignore the fact that Trey has Brooklyn Von Braun.
Incoming. Diving cross body. Great decision by Joe to capitalize. Now with complete control. Beautiful suplex. Challenger's a little worse for wear now. No need to panic. He's still swinging. 5. Lariat. He has become relentless at this point.
He is getting fired up here.
7. Oh, watch this. Springboard! Whoa! Good God!
1, 2.
Back in the ring now.
3.
And the referee starts his 10 count.
1, 2.
It's champion's advantage. The title cannot change hands by countout or disqualification. You can lose the match, but still keep the championship. What a shot. A striking blow. That's unique, Corey. The challenger is not in a great place. He's getting beaten up out there, but staying strong.
5.
Really just laying it in.
6. 7. 8.
These two heavyweights have worked their entire lives for this, and the night has finally arrived. We'll see who will claim the WWE World Heavyweight title.
2. 3. 4.
Ouch-wee. Big open hand strike.
5.
Boom, what impact. Byron, he looks like he has no idea where he is.
Yeah, he is definitely on Dream Street, Michael.
Hurricanrana. The challenger's hopes are slipping away. He won't quit, but it might be better if he did.
That killer instinct Samoa Joe has.
2. 3. 4.
Ooh-wee.
5.
The champ to the top turnbuckle. From the top, diving cross body.
1. 2.
Oh!
My God!
Out into the WWE Universe.
5.
the impact.
He's bringing it back inside the ring now.
6. Spear!
The champ to the top turnbuckle.
Up high, the 630 splash. Up across the shoulders. Here we go. Burning hammer. Another one bites the dust to the champ. That should do it, Cole. There's no coming back from a slam of that magnitude. And nope, not again. One of these competitors is eventually going to have to gain the upper hand. He's not looking so hot here, guys. And momentum is certainly not on his side right now. Great. Oh, I knew that was coming. Up across the shoulders. Down right. Stump puller leg snap. That's going to hurt. Tear your hamstring. Head crank. Showing a lot of fury with these attacks. He's gaining the upper hand here. Brutality.
Oh, this is bad, guys. Samoa Joe's bleeding.
Oh, my goodness, crushing it. Serious damage to the arm being inflicted here. Head crank. And Samoa Joe locks in the coquina clutch.
Trey's attempting a counter.
What's the matter? Not like you planned? It looked like Trey attempted a counter to the coquina.
Taught him, but for whatever reason, it just didn't work.
It's over. It may not be the Universal Championship that Trey defeated him for 7 years ago, but Samoa Joe gets the vindication he was looking for, as he is the new WWE Champion. The hell?
No! This is awful!
Was this some kind of setup all along?
It had to be. Hindsight's 20/20, but Brooklyn Von Braun's change of heart was way too good to be true.
Saxton, you said Brooklyn was going to be the difference maker tonight. You were right for once. If she and Samoa Joe have formed an alliance, and it would appear that they have, Red and Trey's lives are going to be changed forever.
I really don't need to hear "I told you so" right now.
All you're gonna hear from me is I hope you're okay.
I'll be alright. I just feel so stupid.
You're not stupid. You're trusting and a good person. That's what separates you from people like her.
Like, I appreciate it, but I still can't believe I let my guard down like that. You were right about everything.
We'll make her pay for this. I promise.
Welcome to SmackDown Live, where hopefully we're about to get some sort of clarification from Brooklyn Von Braun on last week's shocking turn of events.
I am a big fan of movies. Mostly the ones I've starred in, but there are some other ones that are okay too. But in any film, my favorite part is always near the end when the villain explains their big evil plan, going over every single detail of how they pulled the wool over the stupid idiot hero's eyes. But in movies, this usually allows the hero time to escape or stop the bad guy in some way. But I'm not gonna be stopped. See, I already destroyed your idiot hero last week with the help of Samoa Joe. So now, I have all the time in the world to walk you through every single detail of my brilliant scheme. Like I said, this is my favorite part. So here we go. When I was GM, I brought Samoa Joe back fully knowing what his plans were for attacking Trey in the best-of-5 final and costing Red her title. In fact, I helped make those plans myself. Then, I gave Trey a title match against Adam Cole just so Joe could eventually take it from Trey. Sorry, Adam. After that, I inserted myself into the mixed match challenge as Trey's partner to earn his trust, giving me the opportunity to teach him the secret coquina clutch escape. Only when Joe got it on Trey, and he thought he had it all under control, those ankles weren't crossed, were they? Because it wasn't a secret anymore. I told Joe exactly what to expect, and Trey never had a chance. Now, unfortunately, to make Trey and Red think I had changed for the better, I did have to donate a bunch of money to an animal shelter. But don't worry. I purchased the shelter, kicked out all the disgusting animals, and I'm turning it into the newest location for my tanning salon chain, Brooklyn Von Braun. Which, if you ask me, is a lot more to serve the community. So right about now, your tiny brains are probably asking, but why, Brooklyn? Why would you do all of this? I did this to maintain the hierarchy. To show Red and Trey that despite what they think they've achieved in WWE, I'm the star and they're the losers. Just like it's always been. And that will never change. Anyway, I've spent way too much time talking about those rejects, so let's discuss what's next for the American hero. New trademark lawsuit pending. Well, I have some big news to share. I'm a champion. You see, I recently talked to WWE management about bringing back a title from the past, and they agreed I was the perfect superstar to award it to. So I'd like to present to you your new WWE Divas champion, me.
You've got to be kidding me. I guess this explains why I was told to inform Red that the Divas Championship was already spoken for.
You know, maybe in the future, Trey, you should be a little more careful about who sees your phone. You never know what they could find on there. Like maybe even a copy of a list outlining all their friends' dreams and ambitions.
Clearly, Red has heard and seen enough. Well, she should be mad at her friend Trey for letting all this happen.
Let's go, right now, you and me.
I'm a prize fighter, and considering I've got the prize, I decide when I fight. So run along. Maybe there's something else you can cross off your list, like find someone who will take me out on a date, or fix my jacked up teeth. Those are real things on her list. I saw it.
I'm coming for you and that title.
Look out!
This is getting out of hand.
You wanted this? Well, now you got it!
Thankfully, Trey is here to put an end to this.
It's Samoa Joe. Where did he come from? It's obvious Brooklyn and Samoa Joe are always 2 steps ahead of Red and Trey. And now Brooklyn is going to force Red to watch her best friend get destroyed by Samoa Joe yet again.
He's suffered enough. Come on, don't do it. Trey might be seriously injured. This is bad.
While Trey's condition's unclear, one thing is the duo of Brooklyn, Von Braun, and Samoa Joe will annihilate anyone who attempts to get in their way.
So what's the verdict?
Nothing too serious. I'll just be out a couple weeks.
You're lucky. That could have ended your career.
It would take a much worse attack than that to end my career. Or being offered the hosting gig on America's Next Top Hand Model, which is the best show on TV, hands down. See? I'm a natural. So, are you mad that Brooklyn saw the list on my phone?
I was, but I think I'm over it, considering you almost got snapped in half trying to help me. Besides, I just found out next week I have a #1 contenders match for the Divas Championship. So I'm still gonna cross it off the list.
Good. At least one of us will be in the title picture.
What do you mean? Aren't you gonna use your rematch clause when you heal up?
I would if I had one. Turns out one of the other loose ends Brooklyn took care of before she stepped down as GM was removing the rematch clause from my contract. So if I want another shot at Samoa Joe, I'm gonna have to earn it just like anyone else.
I know you can do it. But first, you need to focus on getting better.
I guess it's just like on America's Next Top Hand Model when Andrea jammed her finger playing volleyball and lost the Christmas engagement ring campaign. It took a lot of hard work and moisturizing, but in a couple months her hand was back in top form and she booked the Valentine's Day spot, which was way bigger than the Christmas gig.
I must have missed that episode.
I can get you a copy. I have every one of them saved.
I think I got the gist of it.
Your loss.
The following contest is a fatal four-way match. Making her way to the ring from New York, Redhead.
Guys, there is so much intrigue here heading into this fatal four-way match.
That's what you get, Michael, when you have 4 superstars who can legitimately win this thing.
Byron, I think these women may be caught off guard a bit by this stellar crowd reaction they're receiving here.
I don't know why, Michael. It seems like they get one of the biggest reactions each and every week. You think they'd be used to it by now?
Yes, yes, y'all, so fresh, y'all. Snoop Dogg with Sasha Banks, we the best, y'all. Make way for the new, what it do? And if you went away, let me say she coming for you. Hands up in the air. When I say hell, you say yeah. Hell, hell, S-A-S-H-A, how you do that there? She's a legit boss, but y'all knew that. The big boss dog, yeah, I had to do that. That's my family and we so G. Bow down to the new champ of WWE.
The captain of Team K. Kai will kick your face clean off your head.
From Auckland, New Zealand, Dakota Kai.
You know what I love? The irresistible force.
And from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
Here comes dominance personified.
Nia Jax. This is a superstar who comes from a long line of sports entertainers who have built this business. She carries that legacy with her every time she steps inside a WWE ring.
That is a woman who looks like she owns the ring.
Been so impressed with what this young lady has accomplished in such a short time.
Her eyes will lure you in, but her style will destroy you. That is Nia Jax to a T. If you're just joining us on SmackDown Live, this fatal four-way match will determine the #1 contender for Brooklyn Von Braun's WWE Divas Championship.
Yes, you heard that correctly. Brooklyn petitioned WWE officials to bring the Divas Championship out of retirement and award it to her, simply out of spite towards Red.
The Divas Championship actually holds a lot of personal meaning for Red, and it was one of the final milestones she wanted to cross off her list. You two are acting like Red's been barred from ever holding the Divas Championship. She still has that opportunity if she can win this match and then defeat Brooklyn Von Braun. That's a good way to make your presence felt. Oh, foot just stomping down. Guess that's one way to incite your opponent.
Oh man, Dakota Kai just barely got out of the way.
She's looking a bit out of it here. Hold on. She wants to take this one to the floor. A striking blow. Wow, she turned that one around. Oof. Kick finds it. Boom. 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 Solid contact from Dakota Kai. A barrage of strikes. Endless.
Probably not going to win for a couple hundred years, Byron. You know why?
Up against the barrier. Snake eyes! And she breaks free.
I don't know how she did it, but that was impressive.
Uh-oh. What a hurricanrana. All the way for the top. Wow, cross body. Wow, look at that agility. Oh, that hurt. Knee to the spine. Over and over. Boom! Just a merciless kick across the back from the boss. Inverted DDT. Lights out. German suplex. But that's not all. Oh, look at that scoop slam. Boom! Right between the eyes. Strong kick. My goodness. Oh, that's unique, Corey. Technical prowess from Nia Jax. Head scissors. Round and round we go. Nicely done with the head scissors. Here she goes. Back in the ring now. She bails in a hurry. Impressive strike combination. Boom, what impact. Toss to the outside. Spear! Oh, a flurry of strikes. Oh, wow. Man, I'll tell you, I thought this superstar was out of this match, but apparently not. What a comeback. A surprising reversal from Sasha Banks. Boom, sit-out slam.
Sasha Banks making sure everyone knows that she's the boss.
Bam, what a slap. Oh, and a painful stretch. Oh, what timing. That might have been it, but it's not. Well, that was unique. Sling blade! Vicious, aggressive attacks. Right across the face. Evading possible disaster there. Dakota Kai able to counter beautifully. Avoiding trouble there.
Just striking at will.
Set up. Harsh impact. Into a ripcord lariat. What a combination. And there's the reversal from Sasha Banks.
There's the backstabber. Sasha rolls through.
And the ropes break this one up.
Great ring awareness there, Michael.
Close quarters, knee strike. She is just... Cover! Now here we go for the win! There she goes, back in the ring now. There's your fatal four-way match winner. Here is your winner, Redhead.
Huge victory here in this fatal four-way match.
It could have gone so many different ways, but in the end, only one of these competitors had what it truly takes to be the alpha.
And folks, if you're just joining us, I'm sorry to tell you that you just missed one of the most exciting SmackDown matches in recent memory.
At the Royal Rumble, the WWE Universe will witness a night of firsts. It'll be the first time the WWE Divas Championship has been defended in nearly 15 years. And it'll be the first time these two longtime rivals step inside the ring and face each other in a one-on-one match. So ladies, all that's left is to sign the contract and make this unprecedented night official.
Byron, as former GM of SmackDown Live, I conducted quite a few contract signings, and let me just say, you're doing a terrible job. You didn't even give me a chance to embarrass my opponent.
Sorry.
Now, Byron mentioned this is going to be the first official match between Red and I, but we've had our share of fights over the years. So I wanted to take the WWE Universe back to when Red and I were in high school to see actual footage from our very first fight. Well, it was really more of a one-sided beatdown. This is what happens when you mess with the captain of the wrestling team. What are you gonna do? Hit me with a steel chair? Put me through a table?
I'm going to get help.
Everyone already knows Hothead Red, but let me introduce you to her best friend, Trey. Get it? Because he busted his butt Rumble, our next fight is going to end just like they always have. You on the ground, screaming in pain, tapping out to the biggest crossover star in WWE history, the American hero, Brooklyn Von Braun!
I'll do my talking in the ring at the Royal Rumble.
Wait, before you leave, I have a gift for you. To commemorate our big match and also honor our very first fight. Come on, it's rude to turn down a gift.
Of course, hothead Red loses her temper. She was provoked. I hope Red's happy, but if you ask me, this type of juvenile behavior should have stayed in high school. No matter how you feel about what just transpired, these two lifelong rivals will finally settle their differences once and for all at the Royal Rumble.